All on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set. Mike 39. Check, Mike 39. Hey, pick your game up. Snap.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, 60 or. Blue draw closer. Just heavy on the edges. Get it.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Come on, set. 30 base. Double, that's the way. Shoot.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Check 43. Check three. Check go.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 2nd and inches. Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Jim.
Now Mostert. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. 61. Matchbox light.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, exit.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up.
Hard.
Deuce.
Ready.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Ready, break.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
I'm coming. Watch 98. Watch 98.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Switch.
Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready. 91. Hey, get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
60 outlaw. Two-jet bomber.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. I'm going.
Rock it.
Back to you.
Topper. 5.
Clock now on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Hey, orbit. Now.
Block will try again on second down. We'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Open man, here's Hamilton. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You draw quarter.
Hey, run 3. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now.
Watch 98.
Hey, Charlie.
98 to Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Go.
98 to Mike. You. 198. Watch 98.
Locke looks to throw it again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
198. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Cover.
Hey.
198. Watch 98. 98. Let's go.
Lock now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Incomplete on the default.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Look at me. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The pass there complete to Sutton. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Protein spell.
Watch the run.
Hey, Sam off.
25, check
5.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Under crunch.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Martin, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
On first down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Check. Lucky.
Lock again here on second and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Look at me, zipper.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The throw over the middle taken in. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster, that's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Rush in. Rush in. Pilot, 64. Weak. Yep. Ready.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
X3. 218. Chop.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Lock. Open man is Winfrey. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Down. 10 Lobo. Topper. Hey, wahoo.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 3. Watch twins.
Bam.
He's checking crap. Check 26.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
46-yard line.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
6'6", pull it high.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 for Mike.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Fire.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31.
Yeah.
Block working out of the gun. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. Now Locke. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Locke going to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
First down, Denver.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
98 for Mike. Go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Go.
On first and 10. Locke to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Watch 98.
Go. Now.
Shift.
Get it.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing his Locke on third down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Hey. Smooth. Shine.
Lock to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. I mean, this is almost like nickeling.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Ready? 60-yard.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Third down pass. Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody.